Oh, seriously. Ooh, 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 ooh. Give me a All right, sorry. So you see why I need to check sound before we get right in, because I think we were just talking, but no one could hear. Welcome, welcome. Join me. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Lagos. And did you watch the show? Did you watch the reunion? Or have you been seeing clips here and there? What do you think about Sophia and her boat trending? Let us know in the comment Okay, so welcome, welcome. As you're coming in, please give the live stream a thumbs up. Now, um, before we even get right in, I want to say the new cast of the Real Housewives, the new ladies they brought in, three of them actually, because we know Yabo Ojo, Choma Good Hair, and who else left? Faith, left the show, and they had to bring in new persons, and a lot of people are like, wait, will this lady be able to really give us what we are expecting from the Real Housewives of Lagos? Being that those ladies that left, they've set the standard high in terms of the drama, keeping you watching and things like that. So yes, that was the conversation at the beginning, even before they unveiled who the three new housewives are going to be, which happens to be that them, Dabota, and Sophia Momodu. Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all three of you, because you people served it. Okay, it was fun. Okay, and why did I say so? We've seen actually housewives that they've brought to replace others that didn't perform at all. What's the other lady's name? I can't even remember her name right now. That's how boring she was. The lady they brought in after what's her name left? Caroline. After Caroline left, the lady that came in, uh also light skin like Caroline and things like that. It was so boring. She was just a follow, just nodding her head to everything that every other person said. She really didn't bring anything to the table. So not seeing her, I'm like, yeah, bye. Like, you can't. You're not just when it comes to the drama that these ladies can serve, you're not there with it. So first of all, like the live stream, let me know if you can hear. All right. So we're going to be talking about the reunion. Like, no thumbs up. We're six persons here. No single damn thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up. Don't take the thumbs up home with you, okay? Thank you so much as you do so. May God bless you as you give the live stream a thumbs up. That helps YouTube to know that we're doing something, and it helps them to push the video out there. So come on in, join me, join me, join me. Let us discuss. If you know about the show, you watched from the beginning to the end, you've seen the reunion, you have your opinion, you want me to drop the link so you jump on and join us in this conversation, let us know. So let's get right into the reunion. So first of all, I want to talk about how beautiful all of the ladies were dressed. Seriously, it was amazing. The ladies all looked beautiful, okay? All look beautiful. Laura wearing a kind of blue with gold embroidery, beautiful, beautiful outfit. Dabota came in with green, lovely with the cape and all of that. Miriam, now, Miriam will always show boobs like it doesn't matter how you want to do it. Miriam will always be popping things there for you to see. So Miriam looked lovely. I think Miriam was wearing, was it some close to like a kind of purple or something? Um, Caroline Hutchins was wearing a pink. Diadem wore red. Trust me, all the ladies were looking absolutely beautiful and amazing. And the host, Sauti looked good in his suit, hair well styled and everything. Beautiful. Now, I also love the settings, where they used for the reunion. I love how comfortable, very comfy seats for the ladies to just sit pretty, get comfortable, and then let the drama begin. Okay. Please like the live stream, if you are just coming in. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Okay, give us a thumbs up, give the live stream a thumbs up if you're here listening. And like I said earlier, if you want to join the conversation, let me know so I can drop the link So you come and tell us what you think. Look, the main thing is this Sophia's both. What do you think? What's your opinion? What's your take? As we go, I will tell you what I think. But look, just come on in and let me know what is your take. What do you think about Sophia's both? Because the internet is divided. Some persons feel like, okay, she's got a boat. My family thing is my thing. Some people feel like, well, you should have said it that way from the beginning, other than saying my boat, and things like that. So let's do this. Let's do this.
Not exactly start on the best note. Let's unpack that a little bit.
Okay, so they're talking about the beach part of this whole thing. Let me see. Okay, so I don't want to put this.
Why don't you just come with me and we leave from my jetty? We'll leave together.
This is Sophia on a call with Caroline.
So sorry for the delay. Well, everything that is delayed always comes with beautiful blessings. So I'm sure you're going to have bad fun later, but I'm so sorry. So in order for me not to run late, I would hop on Sophia's boat.
Okay, so this is where this drama started from, and from the moment, which was the trip that Dabota had planned for the ladies to go chill. Dabota already had her boat and wanted all of them to take her boats to this beach resort where they're going to be chilling out and things like that. Now, Sophia wasn't really even invited for that event. I think Sophia was like the plus one, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And then because Sophia stays in Banana Island and also Caroline stays in Banana Island, Sophia decided they'll go on the boat that is now trending. That Sophia said, since you're in Banana Islands, I guess we should just go from my jetty here where my boat is docked, and it will just make it easier other than us going all the way to where she has booked the daughter has booked the trip, for us. And you just heard Caroline calling Dabota on the phone because they were already running late, and calling Dabota and letting Dabota know that, okay, I will be running late. I am so sorry. And instead of me to just keep dragging you people and everything, I'm going to hop on Sophia's boat and I will be coming with that. Now, look at the reaction of Dadem and jeez. Look at the reaction because the daughter was already saying it's okay, even though you can tell that she's not happy. Of course, nobody is happy when you keep them waiting. Okay, when you plan a group thing, it's just responsible for you to try to keep to time when you know that you're going to be dealing with a whole lot of other people. Okay, try your best. If they say 7, let it be 7. If they say 12, let it be 12. At least if you're late, let it be few minutes, not up to 30, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Oh, that's BS. Do you understand? Like, it just shows, it kind of gives off this irresponsible kind of vibe. But anyways, I think Dabota was willing to just kind of say, okay, maybe Lagos traffic, and try to create or make excuses for Caroline. But immediately Caroline said, I will hop on Sophia's both of them just looked at themselves like, wait a minute, is this the reason why you're actually late? Or like the expression on their face, you could tell like a lot was just going through their mind. Like, is this the reason why you were late? Or actually, something really happened that delayed you. So I think that was where Dabota was not feeling it anymore. Actually, the fact that one Caroline is late and now Caroline is going to be showing up with Dabota's boat after Dabota with Sophia's boat after Dabota has actually paid so much money to rent this boat that she wanted all of them. And you know that there's mad fun when you people are doing things in group. You understand? So it would have been more fun if all of the ladies would have been on the boat that Dabota has had, acquired for them to take from point A to point B. Other than one person coming in this one, the other one coming in that one, and she's already paid for this whole thing. Do you kind of get where the whole moody and not speaking so nicely to Sophia and the rest came from? Because Dabota wasn't feeling it anymore because she felt like it's Sophia's fault. If you didn't show up with the both, I guess Caroline and the rest would have showed up earlier. So that's that.
The things that I'm looking forward to every second. I appreciate your time and your presence, even though I was a bit offended about the lateness. Sorry. And the booking of an extra boat when there was a boat provided. I don't book a boat. I have a boat, so and I get to booking downstairs. Luckily. The lifestyle cost, you know, the
lifestyle cost. Now you know, no. I just feel like Sophia is doing more than okay. I feel like Sophia. Okay, Sophia. I think she's got. I really don't know. I asked this question and on Instagram, people were just attacking. I'm like, some of you don't understand that people don't know these people. Like they are not that popular. If Sophia was not Davido's baby mama, who will know Sophia? The only Momodu that is known is Dele Momodu because he's the owner of Ovation magazine, right? I've been newspaper. Yes, that's the Momodu that people knows, right? So up until this moment I speak to you, I don't know what Sophia does that I can say, okay, this thing is kind of fetches her this lifestyle and everything. And knowing some of the things that we already know, talking about the kind of money she wants David to pay to take care of the child and things like that. I feel like Sophia is now in this world. You know, they say somebody is in the person's own planet where Sophia feels like, oh my goodness. I just give you a good example, like somebody that is a millionaire acting like the billionaire and things like that. Want to live the billionaire lifestyle when you are not yet a billionaire. I feel like that's the lifestyle that Sophia is living. Forget this lifestyle. Now no. Because tell me how you can forget this fact that people are saying, well, my family's property is my property. If it's a family thing, clearly state that it's a family thing. There is no embarrassment, there is no shame when you state that, oh, this thing belongs to my family, or I'm coming with a family boat. It's not that's cool. It's clear that this is your family thing, but you were doing lifestyle costs. Now you don't know, feeling like you actually went and purchased this boat by yourself. Do you understand? But you're doing lifestyle costs. Now you don't know lifestyle costs. Now you don't know, but meanwhile, like now, when Dabota was actually talking, when the mother said, well, I was kind of offended by the lateness, and you know, there was no need to book an extra boat. There was no reason. Give me a sec. I was just multitasking. Okay, I'm back. There was no reason for Sophia to even add that I didn't rent a boat. Okay, let it just be that the water's mind is thinking that you rented a boat. There is no need for you to even add that, well, I didn't rent a boat, it's my boat. Because that was a clear opportunity for you to have said, well, I didn't rent a boat, but I came with our family boat. So the daughter would think, okay, either your dad, your mom, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, somebody in the Mamadou family owns the boat, and it's a family boat. Okay, it could be Dele Mamadou's boat or something. And Sophia is Sophia. I've opened it on the table. Sophia can take, for example, if her uncle Dele Mamadou has a Toidio, if the this thing, if Sophia would go with the boat. Sorry, I'm being distracted here. If Sophia would go with her uncle's boat, that's also fine. Do you understand? Because I feel this whole thing wouldn't have even escalated to this point now that people are now seeing her as someone that says one thing and cannot prove it. And if truly that is a family boat, the fact that after this real everything, prove it that is a family boat, because the whole thing is just so weird. There's no need doing too much. That's the thing. I know that a lot of people are feeling like, why is the butter pained? Why is the butter pained? There's a way that somebody would kind of present or try to act like they are one thing and one thing. When you discover that they are not, but just because they were doing too much, you will match that energy. So I feel like that's what happened in this particular case. That's why Dabota kept stressing that the boat was not Sophia's boat. And trust me, the explanation that Sophia gave at the reunion was embarrassing. It was whack. It was whack. There is no way you will go from my boat to your family boat, not be your boat. Do you understand? Your family boat, not be your boat. Your family boat, now our boat. So you should be specific. I'm coming with our. if she had said, I'm coming with our boat, everybody's brain will go that it is a family or something that connects to her. But how do we go from I'm coming with my boat to it's a family boat and I'm anyway? Let's just listen and continue the analysis. Let me know what you think. What's your own thought?
that that just got stuck in my head. All right.
The butter is also doing the hand.
So, Sophia said she did not get your itinerary, and no one told her about the boat plans. Even some of our audience members tweeted. Let's see what they had to say.
I feel like Sophia saying she didn't get itineraries and she didn't know about the boat plans is not true. How is it that she spoke to the person that was bringing her as a plus one? What Caroline? Caroline did not mention how they were going to get to that beach place. She just told her that, oh, Dabota is organizing or trying to host us at this beach resort, and we're all supposed to get there by ourselves or somehow magically find ourselves there. She did not mention that Dabota has actually made plans, because there's no way Dabota invited all the ladies and failed to inform them that there will be a boat docked at so jetty, boat park, whatever they call it, shipyard, and meet us up there and let's leave from there. So there is no way she too, Caroline, is going to omit that information from Sophia. It's just that Sophia just didn't want to go through that stress of going from this part to that part when there is a boat that she can actually speak to the owner, because she probably knows the owner, or somebody in her family or in her circle knows the owner of the boat, and she can actually rent the boat and pass it off as hers and take it there. Okay, she probably wasn't even thinking this whole thing would get to this level. It's just, okay, I have a boat, okay, good for you, congratulations, everybody moves on. But because the butter is that party that will dig in deep into every single thing, that's why the butter didn't let it go, and that's where this whole thing started. Because if everybody just said, okay, oh, you have a boat, oh, okay, I thought y'all rented it or an extra boat, it would have been different. But okay, let's hear what the online people tweeted about this.
Everyone is blaming Sophia like they won't do what she did. You invited me to Yaba and I stay at Chibungu, but you now want me to come to Jota first before heading back to Yaba. Blame the people that followed her, Miriam and Caroline. Is it Sophia's fault that she has a boat? Tabitha should be angry with the other ladies, not Sophia. Maybe Sophia didn't even know she rented boats for the other ladies.
So this is what people are tweeting, about the boat situation.
What was it about Sophia that really ticked you off at this beach party arrangement?
Okay, so let's see.
Actually,
so at this point, Dabota is going to start giving the basketballs. Dabota made sure that she explained everything and refused to allow Sophia to interrupt her. Okay, she refused. Like, she wanted to make sure that that point she drives it in, and just let me know what's your thought. What is your opinion? Okay, what is your opinion? I need to know. If you're watching the replay, let us know.
The boat wasn't an issue, to be honest. The issue was the approach to me. I felt unappreciated.
Okay.
I felt like
unappreciated by the people you really invited,
at the time when she made them. Okay. At the bonfire, I was addressing everybody, not just her. You had some people hired the boat. So who are the other people apart from? Yeah, but the boat was hired at the end of the day. Okay.
Well, this is where I feel like Dabota Youssef, you should have, owned everything you said with your full chest. Well, I think you started by trying to address all of them, but then you kind of centered or really focused more on Sophia, because truly, and I'm glad that the Uti asked her that question. Who else brought an extra boat, except Sophia? And that, I guess that's how Sophia also felt when the boat matter was mentioned. If she probably did not mention the extra boat or said it the way she said, maybe Sophia too wouldn't have said what Sophia said. So the both of them are really full of it, Sophia and Dabota. But they made the show fun. Seriously, they did.
Touch on this boat thing. Um, Sophia, with the amount of times your boat has been mentioned for this season of the Real Housewives, it's earned its own spot here. I feel like there should be an extra
Extra for your boat.
First of all, let me just ask you this: do you own the boat? What's the story? Because we've also seen some interesting stories online saying, "Oh, we know the real owner of the boat." What's the story? Here and now, clear the air. Is that your own boat bought by you? Not bought by me. It's a family owned boat. So, you know, you did say so I want to clear up something. Yeah. I do because I'm pretty much the only person.
You know what, Sophia, if you knew that this is what made Sophia to look kind of funny. Oh, it's not my own boat. Did you buy the boat? No, it's not my own boat. It's a family boat. You see why I said she should have said, I did not rent a boat, but I came with our boat. That would have just, and except that Dabota would be nosy to want to understand what she meant by our boat. And if she doesn't want to explain it, we will still understand. Like, well, she doesn't need to give you all of those information, but she said she came with their boat. So it simply means she did not pay for the boat. She did not rent it. It is not something that she's going to be returning to somebody else. Okay. She's just going to take it back to where the family keeps it, and the boat will be there for the next family member to use or when she wants to use it. And I find it very difficult to believe that a family owns a boat and you are practically the only family member that uses the boat. Who does not like to go on a cruise? Who does not like to go on a cruise? Most especially if you know that your family has a boat that is just docked there, right? Because the way she said it, she said, "We just go down to my journey here." So it seems like from where she stays in Banana Island to where the boat is not far. It's just to go down and get in. Who? I want to believe that probably all her family members, or majority of them, lives in Banana Island. So I find it funny that Sophia is explaining and telling us that, well, she called it her boat because she's like almost the only person in the family that uses the boat. No, like nobody else really cares so much about using the boat or going for a cruise or things like that. Eh, nah. Let me know what you think. Just let me know what you think. So let's keep listening to Sophia's explanation.
Like I said, it's a family owned, but however, I'm going to take us back to the beginning. I had a new assistant at the time who had never been in this space. Okay. So she made a lot of mistakes with scheduling and all of that. By the time we were at the
What?
Jetty, my boat was getting filled. So in that moment,
This explanation now
my team needed to think fast because we were already approaching the jetty. Everybody was
Sophia
and our caretaker had sent a boat real quick to take us to the beach. And then when we
Kate Baby is here. Welcome, welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for joining us, Kate Baby. Kate Baby said you are right because the boats are different. Because the one that Dabota showed us as has a name. The thing is, the explanation is not really, it's not what I expected. If you ask me, if you've seen the show, you've watched the show, and the way she said, I didn't rent a boat, I came with my boat. And every other the lifestyle cost owner, no. Like lifestyle is expensive, you're the one that does not know about it. Do you understand? So with the way you said this whole thing with your full chest, you were so convinced, you were so believable that the boat was yours. And now that you're trying to explain to us to make us understand, we're hearing about a new assistant that didn't know how to book. What in assistance they book? How many of them enter that boat go where? And like, I they try to understand. Because last, now reality TV show. So forget all this Dabota book boat, this other person book boat, the other person no book boat. Extra boats and we will carry, extra camera where they follow them, go do another. All of that has been taken care of by the producers of the show and things like that. Okay, so we know so this one had to cost them, but in not the gel, like it's just not adding up. What Sophia is explaining does not add up, and some people are out there saying, "Why you're just beefing?" Can you people just call a spade without thinking that anybody is beefing on anybody? Because their fight online is so funny. Some persons are saying Sophia is not telling the truth. Some persons are saying y'all are just beefing because you don't have a boat. If you have a boat, the way she said it, I was expecting Sophia, trust me, in the reunion, throughout the series, from when that boat conversation started, the way it was going, then their online basketballs and everything, the way Sophia stood her ground about that boat, I expected the same during the reunion. Because Dabota was really, really standing her ground, stating that that boat was not yours. So, madam, if you like, live from today till tomorrow, you see that boat, it not belong to you. You know, I know who get the boat. And shouldn't Sophia be more careful? Because they said something similar had happened to her before. I don't know. I didn't see that stuff online. Like I don't really follow this kind of stories. I really don't know. I know that Davido's and his situation and baby mamas are those things are so messy that I don't really keep tabs on things like that. So I don't know so much about Sophia. Now, if they are saying she claimed the house, you know, before, of which, well, Dabota shouldn't have mentioned it, too, but try to also understand why Dabota mentioned it. Because some people feel like Dabota is bitter, but Dabota is trying to prove a point to you people that it seems like this is the MO of Sophia, where she likes to lie, like Blessing CEO came out and claimed the house of Onyeze. What the lie, this fake it until you make it, man, go buy some people. The time that you will use to go and be hustling, planning, re-strategizing, and just crossing your T's and dotting your I's, you're using it to do fake it until you make it. If you like the fake it, you go fake it, you go enter for where you no go no. Seriously. Go be like that woman for the process, then they help me, then they carry me, they go where I don't know. That's exactly because I don't know how Sophia boldly said that the boat was hers and the reunion. Now you want to explain this huge long story that is not adding up. A new this thing you heard was booking and scheduling and making so much mistake. Haba now. Haba. Now wow. Anyways, let's continue. This thing is not just adding up.
We've got to the beach. My boat now came to the beach, and my boat was with us for 3 days at the beach.
Okay, so what about the boat that took you from Ilashe back to Iko?
That was my boat.
Okay, okay.
That's the boat that stayed with us for 3 days. That's the boat that ran and made errands and all of that.
Please, I beg you.
What would you like to respond to that?
Yeah.
There's video evidence on the show.
The boat that took us, yes.
The princess.
Hey, voila.
It didn't click.
How can
It
you
didn't
own
click to
something?
me until.
Do you know what it means to buy a boat or to own a
Yes,
boat?
I do. Because
As a child, my father.
In case
had
you
a
are not
boat,
aware.
name on it. Any day I see that boat.
You know,
I
you
see
see,
that
this
boat.
is another thing. When Dabota said the evidence is on the show because they showed the boats, and you can see that the boat had Princess something written on it. You know, and she was saying that it was later. Sophia was responding back by saying it was later that my head clicked that wanting. That's why that's why Dabota continued by asking her that, do you know what it means to buy a boat? You know, I guess you should recognize your boat. I know they understand this kind of. When you get to the port where boats are docked, whether any kind of boat, your family boat, the boat of somebody you know, you will recognize it. You will recognize it. So I do understand, you know, what Dabota was trying to explain. I don't know how you're going to see the boat you don't understand. Even boat that they use as business and things like that, you know, you can easily recognize your family boat any day, anytime, even as a child. Even as a child, you can recognize your family boat, and that Dabota said is true. That she said, even up till today, if she says you can recognize your family boat when you see it. Truth. That's no lie. Like you know it. But anyways, let's continue. Sophia, no go agree.
And my boyfriend has a boat with my name on it.
Good for you, but don't be claiming other people's property.
If your boyfriend have a boat with your name on it, Sophia, why were we seeing Princess something? What was that thing? What was that name that was written there? We didn't see Princess Sophia. Or if, you know, anybody can be called princess. You know, these days everybody is princess, everybody is royal, everybody is Tonto Dike is king. Well, lie. So anybody can be anything, no. But the point is, if that was your boat, it was Princess something that was written on that boat, not Sophia Momod. Or if your name is Princess too, it was not Princess Sophia Momod or abbreviation of that we know that is yours. So how did you not recognize and how did it not click when you were sitting on that boat that's supposed to be your family boat. And I don't, which one is now? I want to understand. Like, seriously, I want to understand something. Which one is our family boat, or my boyfriend has a boat with my name on it? If your boyfriend has a boat with your name on it, it could be his boat, but he just wants to put your name. People call their boats different things, you know. Trump has his own private jet. He says, and he calls it the Trump Tower, the this, the that. And then we also have other people that they name their boats after their children and those kind of things. So it's possible for you to have a boyfriend that is so much in love with you and everything. His boat, the papers, the documents, and everything is in his name. But that painting, that name that is written on the boat, he can actually put your name there because, you know, just to show you that he loves you and wanting the day you people break up is just for him to repaint his boat and change the name. The same way that if you sell, you change. You know, even like somebody build a hotel, the day you sell that hotel, the new person buying can change, you know, after the renovation and everything, they can change the name of the hotel to something else if they want. Okay. So that too does not hold water. I'm just saying, all the explanation Sophia gave does not hold water. First was a family boat. Your boyfriend's boat cannot be your family boat because you said boyfriend. You, even husband said, people be buying properties and you be signing, this is mine, the other one is yours, and things like that. And then the one that family owns, family. So be coming down. You know, we see all these wealthy people when they get married, they say, sign, and what is it called again? What's that thing again? They sign now. Where what you're coming in with is what you're living with if there's a divorce or anything like that. Do you understand? So be coming down. If you're saying boyfriend, because now you first you said it was our family boat. Then now your boyfriend has a boat that your name is on it. Now two different things, no? Boyfriend no dey guarantee o. You not sign any document anywhere with boyfriend. If not, people don't break up, not say since therefore don't sue them, go court, make them go pay for the breakup and the everything with them cost you. But no, that thing in the sight of God, oh, you not correct. In the sight of the law, you know fit they sue anybody for anything, you know. Kate Baby said the family boat was the one Sophia left with in her house when she was waiting for Carol. So the boat that took her to the beach, to the beach resort, was the family boat she was talking about. But is that not the same boat that was written Princess something at the back that we saw? Now, wow, me, I know they understand this. Or the show just did her dirty. Did they cut off that part just to make it look like Sophia was lying?
They're now trying to be acting funny about it that somebody else is acting funny. Take your time to like I was saying right now. You came at the wrong person. You could have come at Miriam and Caroline.
Miriam said, "Why me?"
You picked on me.
I tell you, I love these three new cast. They tried. Sophia, Dabota, and Dade. Mostly Dabota and Sophia. Habba. You both nailed it. Seriously, I give you all your flowers. Forget what Sophia talk or what Sophia no talk. You know, concern us that Sophia get photo. Sophia no get photo. She made the show fun. Sophia delivered, you know. I didn't think any one of them would be able to, you know. I did not expect this level of drama, the level of pettiness, the everything. I didn't expect it from them. Do you understand? The fact that Sophia is saying you should have attacked Caroline and Tima, Miriam. Whew, boy, oh boy. Yo, bring back Sophia in the next season. I know if you shout. Sophia get wahala. You understand?
Me at the beach house because in that moment you were talking to just me. Sophia, meanwhile, we were three people that arrived. And you were thinking of me. And you are telling me, let the truth just reign. It's not your own. You made a big fuss out of this. It's not your own. It is mine. It is not. So wait, you know why I know? You know where I can confirm this? Yeah. Because the owner of the boat, I actually don't know the owner. Yes, and I came to her. The kids who the child.
Wait a minute. She said the owner of the boat, I know the boat. And Sophia said, yes, I actually spoke to her. Is that Sophia admitting that the boat she said was a family boat was somebody else's boat? Look, this show, they should not be doing things like that. Though. If truly Sophia came with a family boat and there was also another boat again that carried extra people to that place, they should have showed both of the boats. So we see that one has Princess something name, then the other one maybe is nameless or has Sophia's name on it or has the family name or Sophia's, but whatever. But let's just see that there were two different boats, and let it be obvious that it's two different, because I don't understand what Sophia is agreeing to when she's saying, when the butter is saying, I know the owner of the boat. Now, wow.
So he named the boat after his friends with my daughter. They're in the same class.
And I spoke to the woman. I spoke to the woman in question because both of us are well from family.
Did it against you? You don't know what you're doing those kind of things for. Because you're the same person that we reached out to barely a year ago. You were claiming a house that is not your own. You're claiming a boat that is not your own. Like, why is all this so?
You see what you're doing right now, that
already know me. I know, please. No. Please. Let me speak.
You know, this is the reason why I said Sophia should have been more careful. You know, with this boat thing, the fact that she's already been accused of claiming a home that is not her own, I don't know what that story is about, but that's the reason why you should be more careful. Because if those people were able to prove that the home that you said was yours was not yours, then people are already looking at you. Because somebody like Blessing CEO, there's nothing Blessing CEO says that, I don't know, people that believe her, no, not Sabi, but there's nothing Blessing CEO would say that anybody should believe, because that Blessing CEO can lie for Africa. Do you understand? So it's almost like people might be looking at Sophia with the same kind of eyes that, look, madam, you don't already do us. The more you see, the more you look, the less you see before. So isn't it possible that you're trying to pull up the same stunt, you know? But let us know what you think in the comment section.
I had no intention. My anger was that I wanted a togetherness.
That makes sense.
I wanted that togetherness. The same way as you were taking us to Ghana, I came with your jet.
Okay.
And I was thankful and I was excited. I came with a clean mind. I was happy, ready to be excited.
Clean mind, no, because I'm not like myself.
I was never angry about it. I just wanted to get
every single thing that was said about you in the blog.
So when
you will not be
I don't care.
So
you can
if you listen to something in the blog and you run with it,
I'm actually ready for it.
Okay.
It's true.
The argument is getting heated.
It tells of your credibility as a person.
Okay.
My credibility. I don't care. It tells of your credibility as a person, and it's not a good thing.
Street credibility, we get them. Check our fans, walai. Aye, Raja, no be lie. Yeah, no be lie. Kini mujafe, no be lie. Hey, I go tell you as I see him. I no go take any sugar cover him. Call me your brother, but I know you understand him. We peacefully do it very nicely. This reality show is the blast, and the reunion, oops, it was given. You see this reunion, they delivered. The argument between these two is almost like the main thing. And did I also tell you people from the yeah, voila. Kate said I should go and watch the video where Sophia was standing near the boat. She was waiting for the two ladies. That one is their family boat. The one that Butter showed us as a name. Okay, so it simply means that two different boats were there. So it's the fault of the show. The people that edited the show made it look like Sophia was lying, even though there was an extra boat, because we know that there are things that they will always cut off. You remember that even while sometimes, I don't know, this time around, I don't know if they did not show so much the when somebody says something, they will show this and then add some kind of clip and things like that. So I don't know if they did that with this reunion or they did not, but anyway, let's see how it's going. But hey boy, oh boy, this boat situation really made the show more fun. And I think if truly there were two different boats, then it made sense that they really made it look like Sophia was lying, because look how everybody is talking about this boat situation. You know, they, of course, the show, they need to make their money. They need to get their rankings too and everything. They don't want to hear that they because they did a lot of BS this period. A whole lot of people cannot watch the show. You understand? So who knows if they are just purposefully editing and removing some parts to make some people's story not believable.
something, you I don't decide to run with a story. You would not like that. My dear, I don't think that I don't know.
Wahala.
And I'm comfortable with that. I love it for you.
Said she built her house in 2015.
My in-laws, my home, everything is my own. That's what is very wrong. That's what you're trying to me right now. Very wrong. And I have a problem with women who literally like to find loopholes and run with it. Because public knowledge. I know. I don't know the public knowledge.
Wahala. Wahala. Seriously. After the tension, now it's time for break.
Housewives of Lagos reunion. Sophia and Dakota, I feel like, watching the both of you, you guys had already come to a sort of agreement of peace. And I don't know, what was it like?
What kind of peace?
Watching the clips on the show, and then you saw that initially you had a room with a beach view, and Dakota swapped it. How did that make you feel?
Already she was offended because I was coming, to the beach by myself with two of the other ladies, and I definitely felt a type of way when she spoke to me at the beach house, because I could, it's what is not said. If you're an intelligent person and you're speaking to someone and they're speaking to you, you can even hear, when they're speaking to you, you can hear, those things in between the line. And there was a tone, I felt like I was being scolded, and in my head, in that moment, I was thinking, but nobody told me that she had gotten a boat. Nobody told me that we were late.
So really, no one had told you about the boat
Till now,
nothing.
I found out when I was watching that all of these arrangements were already made.
So you thought?
So when I saw that she had switched my room, when I watched, I was like, hey, I'm not crazy. She really doesn't like me. That's what I thought in my head in that moment. When I watched
it might not be that she doesn't like you. She just wanted to be mean. Also,
because I came with my own.
Do you understand?
Again, I'm not used to being called plenty names like that. Very derogatory names, very, very like harsh. Like she had known me from somewhere and she had a bone to pick with me before that.
In terms of the words that I said to her, I don't want to say whether she said anything or not, but I'm going to take accountability, just because I also didn't like seeing myself speaking in that way about Sophia. It was a bit much, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So on that note, I take accountability for that, and I apologize for how it made you feel. It's just I didn't like
the way these two were going at each other. I'm really surprised that Bota could even take accountability of how she spoke about Sophia and even, apologize for that. Do you understand? So it seemed like, they both, they can go both ways. You want to be messy, you want to be classy. It seemed like both of them can actually swing both ways. I'm talking about Sophia and Dabota. What do you think? Drop it in the comment section.
I didn't like seeing myself, being worked up so much about something that really it was done.
Do you accept her apology?
Yes,
you were really worked up about that.
And also, in that good faith, I would like to also apologize to you. For making you feel
both are apologizing. That's nice.
Did you get the dress that I was?
Yeah. So because she did not respond to her message.
Hi. Wow.
Can I say something?
You can say.
I still became.
Come and see it.
I received everybody's measurement but yours.
Wahala.
My queen, I apologize. I shouldn't have come to your party and gifted everybody. But at that moment, my blood was going. I said, no, I'm going to play the same. I'm joking. But I promise, your dress is me back.
Okay.
Yeah. He's lying to me.
Or there was something else, let's see some of your reactions to lateness, because I really suspect it's about lateness.
They tell me 2 o'clock. I expect you and the host to be there for 2 or even earlier.
Okay, so
Like, I just have family around that runs very, very late. I was here for 2 hours. Doesn't make it.
So the thing is, I can relate to tiredness. I get it. But is that the reason? Do you not like it when people are late?
Okay,
I
so
don't like keeping people with.
okay, so Kate said, can someone rent the boat for a party you are not invited? Because I'm confused. Yes, someone can do that. There are actually these kind of friends that will only invite you to an event or anything that they've been invited to when they know that you are probably the only friend that they have that can actually make them look a kind of way. So they're not inviting you because so most times they would do that in the last minute. The last minute you will be told about this thing, and they know that when you show up, you're able to show up in a kind of way. You also have people that are friends that can call you and say, well, I know you have this connection, that connection, can you help me? They will not tell you prior, but just because they know you have this type of connections and you're able to make things happen, those type of things that they need at that moment. So yes, the answer, Kate, the answer is yes. A friend, maybe it's not that Caroline does not have money, but maybe Caroline cannot really pull off that getting a boat so fast and going with it, and instead of driving all the way to, I don't know exactly where, Ikeja or wherever they were supposed to leave from, the butter booked, it would be easier for Caroline to leave from Banana Island. And she just thought in her brain, wait, who has or who can easily pull off both something? Sophia came to her mind. And that's how Sophia was even invited, because Sophia can actually pull up, whether borrowing a boat or hiring an extra boat or whatever. Her own is, we're showing up in grand style. I'm not saying that that's the thing, but I know that people do things like that. Okay. um a lot of situations, and if you've been in entertainment industry in Nigeria, then you totally understand what I'm talking about, because things like this happen a lot. Some people just want to invite you because they know you have this set of friends, this type of colleagues, or this type of people around you, that if you come with them to their event, it will blow the event out of proportion. So that's the only reason you've been invited. So yes, somebody can get you to come just because of that beautiful jeep you're driving. Somebody can get you to come just because you have access to private jet. Somebody can get you to come just because if they hear that you are there in that party, for example, the rich and mighty, you're like, yo, so the billionaire was at that, you understand, was at that event. Yeah, it has actually boosted their whatever they're doing. So it is very, very possible. It's very possible. Though I'm not saying that that's the case with Miriam and Caroline. But yes, it's possible that Sophia has access to both and she can easily bring that boat. Whoever has the boat would actually trust her enough to say, take and go to wherever you're going to. But maybe Caroline and this person, they cannot pull it off as fast as.
So I don't like to be kept waiting. I find the bonfire, I was upset, like, at the jetty. I was upset that they kept us waiting. But guess what? As soon as we stepped our foot into the boat and I filled champagne, did I finish? Again,
Na champagne be like that. Them.
Pressing my phone. I'd gotten a message back at home that lights finished. Now, I was on my phone trying to sort out life issue in my house because my daughter is there. Like my entire family is in the house in the dark. The mistake I made was I would have excused myself when I was trying to sort out my own family wahala. And then before you know it, they capitalized on it.
So, Caroline, I need to ask you, because you were quite vocal about.
You see, this is another explanation that doesn't really cut it for me. Forget all this. You see, these kind of things that you refer to as fake life. I know they like this kind of thing. I know at all. Like, I know they like this kind of thing. That and what do you mean by your Italian? So because now today they take lights for Niger. Now today they take lights for Niger. Now new thing. So that now what you go, they make your face, they frown, they mess up other people's mood. Which kind talk be that one light don't finish, so they try to sort out. You can't they make face, they spoil everybody event. Omo, relax, I beg. No, another thing be the pain you, no be that light matter because last class, you know, so you go still sort them out. So I don't accept this explanation that she's giving that okay, I should have excused myself and I was told the light has finished and this one and that one. As an adult, sometimes you need to know how to correct it. As far as somebody did not buy, nobody's been unalive. It's not going to be that bad. And nobody's on the way to being unalived or, you know, critically ill in the hospital. Light, food, and all these kind of things. It's not something that will make you to mess up other people's vibe just because. I'm just Kate is laughing. And that's the truth now. Now today, NEPA they take light for Nigeria. You come they fry your face. That time should be relaxing. If it's the Gen Zs, you know, like those ones that if it's the daughter that is saying this now, will probably believe because I want to believe that them has made some money, them is giving the daughter some kind of lifestyle. You know, they probably live in the part of Lagos where as soon as NEPA take their lights, what is it called, generator go come out and all those kind of things. Now Gen Z go to talk that to you, go to look and say, you don't even know anything. You don't know anything. Those days you go to there 6 months if you never see the flash of light. Wetin be that one? No be you go outside go do bonfire and sit down there dey tell story, dey roast yam, dey roast corn, dey eat with red oil, dey enjoy your life. When light no dey, no be tales by moonlight you dey take dey flex. Which one be light no dey, you dey get hypertension? You see this kind of life now. That them be coming down. I look at you, I can see that you're someone of a certain age. So when you're a Nigerian person of certain age, there are stories you'll be telling us and we'll be giving you the bombastic side eye. Like, calm down. Calm down. NEPA they take light steady. It never change. It no go change. Till thy kingdom come. Their bad character no dey finish. So I know they understand. He said they affect life in and I'm hearing that thing that is too much. Oh, I don't know. Like I heard it's really excessive in that Lagos, but I don't know. Now people who don't live for Lagos now ain't go know. You know, so me, I don't know seriously. People that have lived in Lagos will understand, but now what?
Diadem's attitude. And being a mom yourself, do you empathize with her now? Do you now understand why she had that mood or that expression on her face, or you're not buying it?
It's about how you communicate.
Okay, so speaking of communication, do you think you communicated with Dabota on time that you were not going to be able to make it?
For me, I feel like we are all ladies and we are not like 50 ladies. If you are about to leave your house, the least you can do is, hey, babe, how far? Where are you guys? I'm about to leave my house.
Yeah, but when you eventually called Dabota,
Sure.
your words were...
Miriam, stop that nonsense. What do you... I say Miriam, Caroline, what do you mean by we're not 50 ladies? Look, if somebody invites you for something, leave this nonsense African man time where they bring come. Which kind capping be that one again? What kind of talk is that? If somebody invites you for something and tells you that the time is this, why do I need to call you to tell you that I'm about to leave my house? I have told you that by 12 we should be at the, if it's bus station, if it's airport, wherever we're going from, if it's the boat park or the port, you know, Nigeria they call them boat park, so I understand. So if that's where we're going, we've said we will all meet 12 there. Why should I call you around 11 if I'm leaving my home around 11 or depending on the distance around 11 or around 10 so I can get there before 12? Why should I be giving you that information? Shouldn't your brain tell you that because you live in Lagos, also traffic and everything plus minus, you should be leaving your home anything before an hour so you can get to that time? So don't blame the host for not calling you when she's leaving her home. She looked at all of you as responsible ladies that will keep to time, and you should be happy that she was repping you people that way, because which one is checking on you? Are you a baby that she will be telling you, I'm okay, oh, I'm going to take a shower now, and I finished taking a shower now, I will clean my body, and then I will apply some cream, and then I will eat my breakfast, and get out of here, man. Which kind talk with that?
You guys.
I had made a call off camera. We laughed. I showed evidences to Dabota. Right? I made a call off camera prior to that call. We laughed and everything. I showed her how I was in the car with my boys. I told her that I was coming with Sophia.
So, but did you tell her that you would go on Sophia's boat?
Yes, I did tell her. I did tell her. I told her everything.
Did she tell you?
When I spoke to Caroline, she was the first person I spoke about that beach trip with. when she had come to my house.
Sorry to interject. I
You
can't
don't
remember.
remember?
No, I can't.
Nice. My team and I put in a couple of things together, and I'll send you all the details once we're
Available.
ready. Yes.
Always available.
So then the last message she sent to me.
I'm
after
always
her event
available. Which
was,
one do you not remember
I
now? You don't get
understand that
selective.
you're away.
You see this
I'm
selective amnesia that Caroline is forming. Caroline, what is this now? What do you mean? What do you mean by you don't? I don't remember. I don't remember. Somebody said they told you had that conversation when you were in the house. How is it that you remember everything else, but you don't remember when you people had that particular conversation? Now what for all of now? But anyway, I love all of you because you people served it. The reality show is a blast. The Real Housewives of Lagos. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. It
I'm
is
looking
a
forward to
blast.
the beach trip, which is a message I have on my phone. When we were communicating in the morning, and I asked her, Caroline, where are you? And from what I have seen on the show,
You.
it seemed like she already knew that she was going to go with Sophia
Sophia.
before the
So you
event.
think she knew and she withheld that information?
It's not what I think. From what I have seen on the show.
So you believe that she intentionally withheld that?
Well, what else can I say? The butter I was transparent with her. I carried her along. Even when I came to the beach, I showed her. We laughed about it. Even prior to that call that you see on TV, I called her, but we laughed. I felt being the hostess, it was her responsibility to calm Jola down.
So it's interesting that you mentioned that.
Why do people even care about if Diola like make it Diola no calm down?
Now, after the first meetup at Miriam's tea party event, Caroline and Dadem soon hit it off with cute admirations for each other and talks of raunchy experiences.
Well, the thing is, what's her name? Caroline is very beautiful. So I kind of understood when this person, Darden, that it's also a very light-skinned person, saw her and was like, yo, she is way, when you see people on TV, on camera and things like that, and you see them in real life, sometimes you're like, okay, the camera is not really doing this person enough justice. One of that example was what's his name, Mike Ezurunye. You understand? There was an event we had, as a model, where we were doing the screening was the same place they were shooting a movie. And when he walked past, Mike is up like, yo, is he this light? And everybody that was there kind of really stopped what they were doing and looked at them when they passed. And everybody was looking, and I felt like people really understood. And you could just people like, oh my God, he's more handsome. But me, I was noticing how light Mike is looked in real life compared to seeing him on camera. So I kind of understood when she looked at this person. I was like, yo, she's so beautiful, because that's what she said, that Caroline is so beautiful. So the person that's seeing her on camera and everything, it doesn't really do her justice. I've not seen Caroline physically, but you can tell that Caroline is a very beautiful person. So I think that really, really kind of was, should I say, starstruck or whatever by what she saw. Like, there's just this set of ladies that when you see them, their beauty was another person that was so beautiful that a lot of Nigerians spoke about was this Angela. Where don't they misbehave? Now, Angela Okore, that lady was very, very, in those days. Another one was this Nollywood lady again. What's her name? Chege. Chege, Alice or something like that. That's another very beautiful lady in those. So that we can, understand why that was that, but that quickly faded off. You understand?
Was that first connection real? Or was it just a vibe? Let's take a look.
Yeah, them. Caroline or Carolina. Okay, I think I'll do Carolina. Yeah, it's okay.
Which one, the Carolina? No, not Carolina.
Based on when she sees me in public, which has not really been a lot, maybe once or twice. She's always been very pleasant and very respectful. That's what I know of her.
Seeing Caroline, first off, Caroline is so beautiful. I thought I was sick. Tomorrow I don't come when it's off. How are you doing?
That expression really got me laughing. For me, that was where I felt like, this lady, she has it in her, the way she described okpo, I don't understand Europe. I'm not sure what that okpo meant, but you could tell that them had it in her, like the drama and everything. Forget the soft speaking and everything.
And read about her 2 hours before we called you. We thought you were coming. Then why didn't you eventually didn't show up? What makes you think I actually did not know? Wait, chill. Why do that? Don't do that. Wait, chill. You're doing thinking as you're doing this, I'm trying to correct you. So don't do that way. I speak to them. That speaks from both sides.
I feel like both of them is that them is this type of person that can quickly give you an Agbero vibe, and Caroline is the type that she's trying her best to at all times keep it classy. So I think this argument they're having here was about that, because you could see that that then quickly went out of character. I was giving the street vibe, but Caroline was kind of, no, we're gonna keep it classy. There are cameras here, there are things like that. That then does not care. When she's upset, she wants to scream, she will scream. When she wants to throw her hand gestures and gesturing and things like that, she will most definitely do that. So yeah.
Both sides of her mouth. She never really speaks to one
Ooh,
thing that she says.
Caro,
And then she's always
according
defending
to
that
Tiana.
She has a character flaw. And she has inferiority complex.
Hey, whoa.
In all of that,
all of this you found out in this short time.
Glow that you see from outside, within her, she feels very, very. She feels very incomplete. You know what I see? Diadem is easily controlled.
Yeah, well.
She is easily controlled.
Caroline finished Diadem in the analysis.
To study her. When she likes you, she makes a fool of herself.
That it was about the situation at home.
Oh boy.
Electricity that really got you bothered. But to us watching, it seemed like you were triggered. So I want to ask you.
Were you triggered, or it was the NEPA?
Was it because of the lateness? Was it that you felt jilted for that? Caroline jilted the both of you for Sophia. What was it? Was it about the communication?
Well, they didn't have that kind of closeness, so why would she even feel like they were jilted?
Because I sat under that sun for 3 hours as well. Yes. Right? And then when she had communicated with me first,
3 hours?
She said, see you, son.
Who won't be upset?
So I was
Mama, if I don't give you salt water drink, which kind? Well, no carry your shook inside that water well.
2 hours.
I will wait for you for 3 hours for jetty. Wait with that.
I was like, after waiting. So Daddy was giving us attitude. She was mugging us. I swear, I shock. The way where everybody take watch away there, they shock. Now, somebody said shock. When I saw those clips, and I saw the way they capitalized on my phone pressing.
I feel like clearly there's no big issue here. Yeah. However, though,
well, it's rude to be in a gathering and you're always on your phone.
For someone you say you hardly know, you seem to have a lot of problems with Diadem's mode of communicating, from respect to her manner of speaking to her using her hands when she speaks, and then another day was about her self-esteem and confidence. Then it was about the dynamics of the relationship between.
To be sincere, I told you that before. I thought it was a transfer of aggression from me to Sophia.
From who now?
From Dabota and Diola. I felt that them did not give room to get to know me. As much as I gave her room to know her.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm so sorry.
Oh Lord. Wait, chill all the time. Wait, chill. You people should just take her that way, Wait, chill is her way of telling you, please excuse me, hold on, let me drive my point in.
She didn't say anything to me. She said I was dissecting her. Ask me what I said. Whatever I said wasn't even in a bad way. At Laura's event, when you mentioned that myself and Miriam were gossiping about you, I said, no, we're not gossiping about you.
Okay, don't worry, we'll go back to that. Let's read it. From Medi, it says Caroline.
All right, so let's see what the tweets are saying.
At this point, she feels
hostess. That is where I would have I faulted about her. As a hostess, if your guest is complaining, for me personally, what would I would have done is to leave my room for my guest, to make my guest comfortable.
So that's why you wanted the both of you.
For me, I'm not Dabota, she's not me. Sorry,
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, so there was a point where she said I jumped into a conversation about Sophia. So I'm going to explain why that happened. Now, at the bonfire, Miriam had said something to Sophia in Yoruba, and I tapped Sophia like, don't worry, I got you. Whatever Miriam says to you here in Yoruba, me, I will interpret and do. And then Sophia was like, no, don't got me. I mean, one man will go, what? In that moment, I felt embarrassed. Now,
One man bopo wahala. Like seriously, it was just silly. Absolutely.
That's Sophia. And then she was like, oh no, you can't say that. Sophia is a friend to everybody on this table. You can't just tell me to get my friend. And me now, based on say, oh, you know, you tell me yesterday, say, make I no got you.
You've blasted your own Yoruba now with the rest of us don't go, yeah, put your Bisolotini again.
In that moment, I didn't mean to embarrass you. So it was like, you know, we viewed ourselves lightly, you know, lightheartedly. So that was a light, thing in that moment.
But I feel like if somebody is trying to tell you that they will explain something to you know, man.
Caroline, are you angry? Are you angry? And
My brother.
why can't you?
My brother.
I am angry because I know the efforts and I know how transparent I was with Dabota that day.
You were transparent with me.
Yes, I was.
But you were not like totally direct with me in terms of your planning. So what has happened is you were transparent with me to update me on all your movements. But there was a time lapse.
Oh boy.
At the time you now mentioned
Carol, you said just accept, say you forgo join that boat.
Why would
Make Sophia come alone.
If I wasn't expecting you.
Just hold that thought. So Dabota and Caroline, we'll definitely come back to you. I think it's time for us to just take a short break. The Red Housewives of Lagos season 3.
No, like seriously, at this point, I'm just thinking, wait a minute. What is this all about? What is this all about? You were direct, you were not direct, why did you just go earlier? 3 hours, seriously, it's not 3 minutes, and that's a long time. It's enough to rattle them, but it's enough to actually make anybody pissed off, you know.
Yeah, my sister. I thought no. It's different, but the push now, it's from it, but from who now? If we don't know, it can come from any angle. So who's your boyfriend?
Hey, voila, Miriam.
He's whispering the ching. Hey, now, wow. I feel very uncomfortable when she asks me question about my life, like my past. You wanting to know the
There's some people are that nosy, isn't it?
So she's not regular. No regular.
Hey, Wahala. They said don't wear gele. Like some of the things that actually caused issue between some of them was just not it at all. Seriously.
You kept us waiting. It's not nice. It don't make sense. Just repeat this kind of thing. About Jordan. Okay. Just her attitude yesterday and the way she spoke to me on the phone. You know, just and when I went to her room, it was just and Caroline was last saying the same thing that before I walked into the bonfire, she was really giving attitude and everything. I just came and I saw it like,
man, the fight is. I'm not Caroline. No. The drama was on. I feel like these two already had it for each other.
To you.
First time I met her, I'm like, oh my god, you look like my mom. Do you understand? Like a younger version.
Do you feel the same way? Were you also drawn to Miriam? And what was it about her?
Okay, with Miriam, I don't know. When I speak about her, I get really emotional, right? Miriam is someone that I really like. Oh my god, I'm having chills all over.
you expressed being slightly uncomfortable with
Which one?
as she was very free with you.
That's good. What do you like about her? Okay, say it now.
Express it to her directly.
Okay, so the thing is,
Talk him. Seriously, this reunion, man.
I didn't want to come up
Like Basbos is there.
or too cold.
Like seriously. The Basbos is really there.
So my response at that point, if she had wanted me to respond, might be disrespectful. That was why I just kept my cool. Like, you know what? Let me still maintain this my cool girl energy as I joined the school before anybody could say I did rude. Yeah, so that was what happened in that moment.
So I'm going to come back to you, Miriam. I feel like the first time that you sort of poked the bear a little bit was at her Afrocentric event. The one thing she said was, "Okay, Leo," and then comes to Miriam entry. You want one satellite slash.
Exactly. That was like that was deliberate.
Why, Miriam?
Okay, can I tell you something?
Tell me.
Prior to the day that Laura and I went to our store, obviously we already got the invitation and already planned for this event. I am not going to scrap an entire look. And if you guys know me, Miriam does what Miriam wants to do. Maybe I got the invitation
But
wrong,
at least they said don't wear gele. That's not an excuse, Miriam. They said don't wear.
So when you see I'm pro and bed, I did it.
So Miriam, I'm looking at you. And there's just this sweet energy. So what was it that caused this epic blow?
And Miriam was just looking for trouble throughout the season. Absolutely.
That she called Caroline in front of everybody and put Caroline as speaker. So what really upset you?
At that point, right? Yeah, Caroline had an issue in Ghana that hasn't been resolved. The only reason you are seeing Caroline's package for her daughter here is because I feel like you Miriam could have invited her, for all you know, and if she comes with the positive vibes, I would accept her with an open hand. Now Miriam walks in. You said, "Where's Caroline?" I'm calling her right away. And I said, "Please do not call Caroline." And you still went ahead. You dialed Caroline's number. Guess what? It's my event, it's my house, and it's my rules.
So then, looking at all of this,
Yeah.
does any part of you feel like Miriam might have overreacted?
Miriam just wanted to start up something. Like Miriam this season was the troublemaker. And there is no excuse that she's going to give that is going to, explain anything here. Like she really, really wanted to, cause this whole thing. And she did,
Yeah, I overreacted. I'm different. You can't tell me how to act when you talk me.
So Laura, why do you think she overreacted?
Okay, so I actually think that she overreacted because we had brought the matter up like we always do. I texted Caroline there, and even though she told me don't bring it up, I actually texted Caroline, "Hey girl, why are you not here?" Yola told me don't bring it up, and I respect that. Even though I don't particularly like that.
You people just wanted to start up something. Look at Laura saying, even though I practically don't like that. Somebody that is organizing an event said, do not. When I really poke this woman, seriously.
And I saw 6 tables, 6 cushions on the floor. And I'm like, where's Caroline? When she was saying, I said, did you invite her? Somehow. My intention was not to call and put her on the spot. My intention was to call Caroline and put Caroline. So in my mind, why would somebody invite you? Like the last time I saw both of you, I thought you guys were from Ghana. So if they ever invited you to our events, you should have been there and put your differences to the side.
All that is valid. So I feel like when you love somebody, loving someone is.
But at least you people know that Carol has bad mouth. So Miriam knows that. So there's no way she will not shade her. And yet you put it on speaker.
Where is the love in respecting her boundaries? Do you think you owe that?
No, I don't. No, I
don't. Hey, whoa, Miriam. You're there, your body. Can you imagine? Do you think you owe her an apology? And she's saying no. Of course you do. That was her event. And she said, don't call Caroline. That was rude. Miriam, now what for you? This Agboro vibe no go carry you go anywhere.
Yes, I am. If you come at me sideways, I go beyond the fence. And that's who I am. So as soon as I started shouting, I'm like, baby girl, I'm not going to lie. And I've said it several times. I'm not even upset about the situation. I'm disappointed.
Which disappointed? You will go call person they say no cut. Miriam, relax, Joe. What kind of talk is that?
I really spoke a lot about Jola because I was hurt. Do you understand? And when I talked with Laura, I told her, when I had the altercation with her, but you guys told me off, and I said, yes, I off. Now we got to Lagos. I spoke to Sophia. Sophia said, try and know Deola. I said, okay. I went to Laura's store and we spoke about it. Laura said, try and know Deola. I said, okay, no problem. Do you know what happened? I called Deola. Deola did not pick. The next thing I got was a long message. You see when you say Caro, and then you start writing messages, more or less, it's like a passive aggressive message.
First of all, she doesn't like that name, Caro. So that you started with Caro already. Oh, for her.
But I think Jola's blowouts with Miriam comes from a place of them safe. I hear say she talks safe without confronting Miriam on it.
Let's discuss outfits. And there's an outfit that stuck out pretty clearly to me. Let's
boy.
take a look at this.
LVTs, $2,000 to be precise.
Hey,
My love.
Hey, that t-shirt.
Did you notice it on the day of
You know, honest thing, I did not.
Are you serious?
I saw my life.
Okay, so now that you've seen the clip,
I did not, and she needs to come and learn from people that read. Now you come and learn from. If you want to read it, make sure that they're aware of the reading. Because for me, I felt like you can't read me and I'm not aware of you reading it. But the first time when I looked up, I just saw this and top. Ma'am, can you let me ask you this? Yes, here. It's you know sitting here and hearing that you do not care about my feelings. It hurts more. You don't care about my feelings. Wait, chill. Because I feel like
you and this your chill. They don't tell you many, they tell that chill. They say that chill. Diola, they go support your mouth. Wahala.
You had respected my rules in my house in that moment that I begged you not to call Caroline. Because guess what? I had that feeling that Caroline might be a trigger to me. But I didn't know that. I understand. The feelings are valid completely. But I feel like you should have considered my feelings in that moment to
Well, are you telling Caroline? I said, Caroline, are you telling Miriam? Miriam looks like somebody that wants to hear anything. No way.
Can you admit that you were already triggered?
Nah, Miriam will never accept anything. Miriam is not interested to apologize in apologizing to her.
You see my pictures, my graphics when I was trying to do my cleansing for the oil. She was cheap. I called her for the contact. Are you jealous? Even I didn't know she was the person.
Are you jealous? Look, they nailed it. Seriously, like this is where this whole this ended. And look. The ladies did a fantastic job. First of all, I give you all your flowers. All of you did great in this new season. It's amazing. It's really amazing. The drama and the everything, everybody held their ground, and everyone that wanted to bring drama brought drama. Laura, was playing I'm cool with anybody. Everybody, I'm kind of cordial. Laura was the one that started this thing from season 1. Laura was the one that nobody liked because Laura was just doing too much. So now Laura is just kind of laid back, allowing every other person to play the role. And boy, oh boy, did they all pull through? They all came through and delivered. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. We've been live 1 hour 19 minutes, and I'll leave you all for now. This is the first part of the reunion that we've seen. Let me know what you think, what you think about what you've seen, what you've heard. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now, and I'm out.